Stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for a moment of silence to remember our troops serving our country overseas.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated.
Notice requirements of the public meeting will have been satisfied concerning this meeting. The Home News Tribune and the Star Ledger published a notice on December 22nd, 2017. It was posted on the bulletin board at the Municipal Building and should be so noted in the minutes of this meeting. Councilman Anderson. Here. Councilman Ficarra. Here. Councilwoman Drum. Here. Councilwoman De Jesus. Here. Councilman Small. Here. Councilman Patel. Here. Councilman Bauer. Here. Vice President Spiller. Here. And President Meehan.
Here.
Can I get a motion to approve the minutes from January 23rd?
Motion.
Second.
Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye. Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it. Beginning with second reading ordinances this evening, we're going to take letters A and B by consent. Both are amendments to Chapter 7 of the revised general ordinances of the Township of Woodbridge. The first, letter A, is to add and delete handicap parking spots in several areas of the township. And letter B is an amendment also to Chapter 7 with regards to residential permit parking. This will allow 4 spaces in the new street renovated parking lot to be used by residents with permit only. With that said, can I get a motion that ordinances A and B be taken up on second and third reading and the public hearing be open?
Motion.
Second.
Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye. Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it. The public hearing is now open on letter A and letter B. Letter A and B only. Hearing no comment from the public, can I get a motion that the public hearing be closed, the ordinances be adopted, and submitted to the mayor for approval as required by law?
Motion.
Second.
Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye. Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it. Letter C is a first reading ordinance. Can I get a motion that this ordinance be passed on first reading, published in the Home News Tribune on February 9, 2018, with notice of public hearing to be held on February 20th, 2018 at 7 p.m.?
Motion.
Second.
Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye. Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it. Next on the list, resolutions. You have printed 1 through 34. I have an add-on I notified you on that was left on your chairs this evening. With that being presented, can I get a motion to approve 1 through 35 by consent?
Motion.
Second.
Any questions or comments from council?
Mr. Mitch, just like to ask for my fellow council members for their support on resolution number 1 regarding Avenel Day. That's always one of the biggest days of the year for Avenel, so I appreciate your support on that. Thank you.
Any other comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
We will now move into our public portion of the meeting. If you'd like to speak, please state your name and where you're from at the back mic. There is a 5-minute limit.
Help, Robert Mizzi. No gun at 434 Alpine Street, North Amboy. I want to talk about Judge Boyd. He wasn't too fair to me. And I want to talk about the Maltavos. The cop, Andy Maltavo, talk about Gennaro. He's the guy that started it all. He's the guy that, he reminds me of Louis Gutierrez, the representative of Chicago, Illinois, at the State of the Union. He walks out when everybody's saying USA, USA, and talking about our great Americans, Washington, Lincoln, and so on and so forth. He walks out. You're too like the guy at Gennaro Maltavo at 431 Alpine, across from my house. It all started, I'm outside doing my exercise, and there was a pit bull on loose. So he just moved in, I think, and I went over to talk to him. I said, "Is the pit bull loose?" He didn't even look at me. He didn't say nothing, like, "Get away, you, whatever." So ever since then, I used to ride by and never talked to him, or never waved to him. And when I was exercising, I used to gun the engine, stop and exhilarate it continuously, and curse. Oh, he's a very good cursor. He likes to curse my mother, very good. So I signed a complaint against him, and in the wintertime, I seemed to fall apart. I went into the courtroom with a walker. I couldn't walk, and he didn't show up twice to the hearing. So Judge George Gordon was going to arrest him or something. So I was with my nephew, my brother. Forget about it, forget that. So I said, okay, I want to, forget about it, Judge. Judge says, was you threatened? Was you this and that? No. What a big mistake I made. What a big mistake I made. So he turns around. Dialysis, Mr. Dialysis. He used his sickness to arrest me. He used his sickness. That's what I'm saying. It's like that council, that representative, Louis Guerreras, representative of Chicago, Illinois. Two of alike, the same kind. Then we go to court. We go to mediation, and this lawyer, Dennis Kahn, on the paper said, I went up to him on the street and hollered to him on the sidewalk. And at the mediation, I said, when did I say this to you? So you hollered to me across the street. And that Dennis Kahn, I don't know, he didn't pick it up. He didn't tell the judge. I go to City Hall, try to get his phone number, to give me a wrong number. I go to the municipal court, wrong number. I go where he has his office, 206 Livingston Avenue. He's never there. He ruined my life. I signed a complaint against him. Judge Boyd, he disqualified himself. So it's under Dennis Gonzalez. It's been going on for months and months. Is anybody going to help me? Can I sign a complaint against that guy? I want the truth. Nobody seemed to help me. That Shrek, that lawyer, every week I read a guy get out of jail. Raping someone, murdering, 30 years he done. All right, the guy maybe deserves a break. Every week in the paper, it happens. How come nothing happens to me? I go to council meetings, I go all over. I keep talking, I can't talk right, but I keep trying. Maybe I need two rolls of toilet paper for this guy. And, so I start picking in this house. I went in front of this house to pick it. Some guy in front of me stopped me from walking. Get the F out of here. So I went to go see my girl cops. Oh man, the cops are beautiful. They stick up for their own kind. They stick up for their own kind. He says, the cop was, what's his name again? Estrada, yeah. He said, oh, you were going upstairs and you were having all kinds of problems. Yeah, I'm going to go upstairs. We're like 4 or 5 guys. That's the reason I went out there, because so everybody's out there to see what I was doing. Then nothing happened. They don't continuously. Nothing happens. I don't get no help from nobody. Nobody seems to help me. All I have to do is go talk and talk to no avail. To no avail. Keep going and going to this council meeting. Poor damn boy.
Mr. Messi, your time is up this evening.
Man, I have 5 minutes to talk about the State of the Union.
Your time is up.
Boy, I have good material about the State of the Union.
Your time is up for tonight.
Okay.
Sorry.
Thank you. Al!
Good evening, Council President Gerard Gerbach, again, I hope you're listening to the people, any people that come before the microphone, and what he does say is true. It's not only in Perth Amboy, it's also in Woodbridge. Okay, let's have a moment of silence for the residents and the seniors and established businesses who are losing their houses due to in the township, due to the pilot tax scheme that the mayor has. So let's have a moment of silence. Okay, that's enough over here. Let's get on to the agenda over here a little bit. The motorcycles and stuff like that we got from the police department. We're going to have them off by the spring. Can I have a quick update on that? They're going to be zooming around the township, police director?
at this point.
Nothing yet? Okay, they're all painted and ready to go? Everything? All right. The mayor made his State of the Township address, I think, on the 30th? Okay, I got that right. He did talk about the opioid crisis in the township and in the area. Did you find out how many deaths were in the town?
Every time you ask me this, I tell you the same thing. One death is too many. If you want to stay this evening, listen to my agenda. I have some more information about some of the programs we're doing. We appreciate your concern. We're all worried about it. But if you want to listen later when I talk, I have some information that maybe can answer some of your questions.
Okay, yeah, I'm not saying that, but you have more people coming into the township, and of course they do bring their problems with them, and I'm not being critical of that. Everybody does have problems, but more and more, and you're having the burden shifted to the taxpayer, and how much can they absorb in this township and stuff like that with all this stuff going on. So that would be it. Have we figured out how many kids are going yet over by the Avenel Art Center over there? How many kids are going to school under the bus?
I do not have a number for that.
Do we know where the school bus stop right there?
I do not know that.
Okay. How are we on the bollards at the community center? Do you know what bollards are? Those things that stick up because there was a tragic incident in South Amboy.
Yes.
So we have a safe place for the people to buckle their kids up and everything like that?
We do.
Okay, that's good. Okay. The deck, they're still working on it over there?
It's structurally sound.
Over there. The police body cam, we're not going to do nothing on them. Traffic on Route 35. We're going to run any radar in there in the spring, between the city line. We're going to do anything with that because they're zooming like crazy, And you might want to run radar on there. I don't know. It's different speed limits on there?
Whereabouts?
Over by Green Street and stuff like that. They got the construction going over there. Is it considered a construction zone? And is it reduced speed up there? I know you did put the signs up there, but do we have traffic out there posting the speed limit?
Excuse me, Council President. That is well marked and well attended by police officers on a daily basis while the project is going on.
Yeah, so that's it over there. Pretty good. So yeah. Do we know how long that project's going to last?
2 months.
2 months?
Approximately.
Approximately. How many snowstorms and stuff like that. Okay, I'm going to draw your attention over here to the CPV. The mayor mentioned also in his State of the Township, are we going to build another power plant down there in Casey?
There's the PSNG plant, the second one is to move forward. The other one that is, what's the name of that? The one that you just said, there's been discussions, but nothing finalized. There's not been anything said. They talked about the possibility. A lot will depend on what happens in the legislature with respect to subsidies for the nuclears. There's other variables, so it's possible, but it's not. They have not submitted anything to us at this point.
Well, they're building one up in Mid-Hudson County up there, in Orange County up in New York and stuff like that. And one of the former senior vice presidents of CPV has been indicted on bribery charges, So I don't know if this guy had anything to do with you guys over here and stuff like that. And this is Assemblyman James Skoufis, S-K-O-U-F-I-S. I'm sorry if I mispronounced his name. But he's calling for the pilot to be revoked on their power plant up there if they do have it running and stuff like that. And if these people are found guilty of...
Your time is up, Mr. Chewbacca.
Of course it's up on that. Okay, you're going to talk after the thing on that?
Yeah.
Sure, presentation. Thank you.
Any other comments from the public?
Good evening. My name is Anthony Alfieri. I live at 171 Rosewood Lane. Approximately 18 months ago, I came to the council looking for some help with the problem of the trains in the back of the program. I've had Mr. Spiller, Mr. Small, speak with them. I've called every single person I can. I've gotten some leeway. I've gotten away with help getting them to give me a variance to work with. Recently, Coastal Pipeline said that I couldn't put a fence up. After I was okayed, Mr. Spiller had forwarded me the email, which I still believe he still has, stating that it was okay for me to repair the fencing and everything back there. It's going to cost me $15,000 my own money. Recently, they decided to come out and put out gravel rocks so that their vehicles wouldn't get stuck in the mud. Well, with their bulldozer, they hit the fence, the foundation of that fence, and now it's at a point where it's destroyed. I've sent pictures to Mr. Small and Mr. Spiller. I'm looking for some more help for this. I've contacted the mayor's office. I'm sorry that I went over the council's head, but I have no other recourse. That pool that I have in my backyard collapses because of the fence and the ground underneath it. That water will go into my home, into my basement, compromising my home and possibly killing my family, if anyone's home at the time. I'm not looking for anybody to pay for it. I'm looking to do it myself. I'm willing to spend 15 grand of my own money to protect my own family. I can't get any help. I've contacted the council, as you guys know. I've spoken to the mayor's office as recently as the last 2 weeks. I'm getting nowhere. I spoke with a business administrator today. He's willing to meet with me, speak with me, and try to help me. It's gotten too much. Besides the fence issue, the consistency of the banging of the trains at night. Before I pulled into here today, I think Mr. Smalls could attest to it, they hit the trains, hit so hard in the backyard it sounded like an explosion. A week and a half ago, at 2:30 in the morning, they did the same thing. And in my cabinets, all my Chinaware came out. Woke up my house, I have a 5-year-old daughter, a 7-year-old daughter. A 7-year-old daughter and a 5-year-old son. Woke them out of their beds. I'm sure everybody here is a homeowner. If not, I think you'd love your peace and quiet at night, especially hard-working people like we all are here. I work very hard for my money. I bought a house and I knew the railroad was there before anybody said it, you knew it was there. I worked for the railroad for 25 years, between New York Transit, New York City Transit, and New Jersey Transit. I knew what I was getting into when I bought it. I'm not worried about the noise. I'll have to deal with it if it's that way. But from what I've gathered from Mr. Small, Mr. Spiller, the BA, and everybody else, they're not supposed to be there after a certain hour at night, nor are they supposed to park their vehicles there, gas tankers, overnight. Graffiti that is, I've sent to Mrs. Drum, I've sent to everyone here, explicitly showing sexual content. I have a 7-year-old daughter that's asking questions. Anybody here who has a young child, no children are very inquisitive. It's got to stop. Somehow somebody here or somebody anywhere has got to be able to give me an avenue to work with. It can't continue like this. Not selling my house to appease everybody else. I've gotten CSX to give me okay to go work on the property. I got New Jersey Transit involved. I got Conrail involved. Then after everybody's okay with me fixing it with my own money, I get Coastal Pipeline coming out threatening me that they're going to take my pool down and my fence because there's an easement. After hitting the fence, wouldn't give me the information for their insurance, I had to put it to my own homeowner's insurance. I mean, at what cost is it going to take before I get someone to at least give me a meeting face-to-face with the powers that be?
I'd like to just turn this over to Senator Bennett, because we did discuss it before, and he can elaborate better.
Well, Council President, as Mr. Ferry said, we did talk as recently as today, and we have tomorrow, someone from engineering is going to go out. I'm new, as I told Mr. Ferry, and that what I'm trying to do is get together all of the facts as far as I didn't know about the pipeline. I had done some background research. I didn't know about the pipeline until today. So we're reaching out to that individual and find out why they were trying to stop him from being able to do his own repairs. We're also trying to go back and take the position of the township that the township wants Conrail to do what they, if they are responsible, and that's what we're going to try to find out as far as by our engineers going out. If they do have some responsibility, then our position will be to request from them that they take some action. But I want to get all that information, and I told Mr. Ferry I would go back to him. And he was, everything he said was, he's shared with me, and hopefully we're going to be able to find at least some answers, because he's been searching for those answers. It was all set to go to put in get his fence repaired to protect his house, and then the pipeline people stop him. So that's why we have to see if we can coordinate the players to be able to allow this to get done. That's what we're doing.
I'm sorry, my other concern was, and I think I've said this before, the foundation wall that is holding it up, the fencing at my property line, okay? When they hit it with their bulldozer, they pulled all the dirt up, they left clay there. I've had an engineer come out. It's all clay, it's all porous water. It's collapsing by the day. Once this storm sets out, this cold weather goes away, that fence is going to collapse. Now, I have Mr. Spiller, he was informed. Mr. Small worked with me on it, and he's been living on the block before I was even a thought here. He can contest to what I'm saying here. I've sent pictures to show that the damage that they caused, just as recently as only 2 weeks ago, there was videotape from myself and Mr. Small.
I'm sorry to cut you off, your time is up, but please go see this Senator Bennett, and hopefully we can get some help for you. I know they are all working on it.
Thank you for your time.
Thanks. Are there any other comments from the public?
Hi, Elizabeth Kenny, 15 Emmett Avenue, Oakland. I'm asking about the Quincy Heights, and I just want to find out if there's been any additional progress with regard to trying to alleviate the, the congestion, the projected congestion that we think is going to take place once this unit goes up, 93 units.
Yes, we also did talk with Senator.
I apologize.
I'm sorry.
Can you
just elaborate? We talked about this before, also about Quincy.
Yes, I'm sorry. I was doing on the last one. We are continuing to work towards that solution that will be helpful to the community. We are continuing to work on the certain changes with the redeveloper on Pennsylvania, so that in the perfect world, which is what we're striving to get, better, maybe not the perfect world for you, but a better world, having 3 entrances and exits, which would include one on Pennsylvania. Whether that goes through an existing parcel or goes along Pathmark, that's what we're working on right now. We'll call it the redesign, but the redevelopers agreed to work with us to find the accessibility to get to Pennsylvania. So we're trying to finalize Plan A or Plan B, and then we'll get back to you and continue to let you, keep you informed as to what is happening there.
Thank you. Thank you.
Any other comments from the public? Hearing no other comments from the public, can I get a motion to close the public portion of the meeting?
Motion?
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
We will now go into our agendas. I'm going to start with mine. I'm going to go down to item number 5. Have a Heart food drive is now in swing. We're asking residents and businesses to take the 214 challenge, where you either donate $214 or you donate 214 pounds of food to our township food banks. Our food banks do run critically low during the winter months, and anything anybody can do to help that is very much appreciated. On March 4th, we're going to have a chili cook-off held over at JJ Biddings. It will be from 12 to 2 p.m. and JJ Biddings is located right here on Main Street. It's $10 to get in. All our proceeds are going to go to a little girl named Julia, who's from Colonia, who is 4 years old, and she's battling brain cancer. So come out, try chili, come help this little girl and her family. It'd be greatly appreciated. And if you do want to enter our contest, we're looking for people that make chili. You can call over to Eileen at the Township at 732-596-4048. And I'm going to go down to number 12 on my agenda, the Heroin Task Force. The Township will be holding a series of awareness forums that will include other towns. The first will be with Edison, but will take place at our Sycamore Center in Port Reading. Future events will be there and in other towns. We don't have dates for everything, but we're starting to do this with different towns to help promote awareness. Anybody that is concerned about the opioid epidemic and would like more information are welcome to attend. It will be on March 6th from 7 to 9 p.m. and we are urging the public to come out. It's very, there's a lot of information, and we really need to get the information out to everybody. We are also holding an opioid overdose awareness walk and candlelit vigil in Seawarren Park on May 12th, starting at 2 p.m. Again, everybody is welcome to attend this to bring more information and more awareness to this. There are a lot of social events coming up for people in recovery at Sycamore Senior Center. Sycamore Senior Center is located at 290 Old Road in Port Reading, and it goes underneath a program called WARM. It's Woodbridge Addiction Recovery Mentors. The center is open on Wednesday and Friday evenings from 7 to 11 p.m. There's also a Facebook where you can go on and you can see the different activities that they're doing there. If you want any more information about any of these programs we are doing to help combat this epidemic, you can call Dr. Bonnie Nolan at 732-855-2800, extension 5000. And that's all I have this evening. Council Vice President Spiller.
Thank you, Council President. Item number 2 on my agenda, I'm very pleased to announce that we've broken ground on the theater, which will seat over 200 restaurant and retail at the Avenel Arts Village. With a good winter weather-wise, keep your fingers crossed, the Arts Center is tentatively scheduled to open this fall with shows, concerts, exhibits, and more. Item number 6, Sycamore Senior Center. There's still tickets available for their monthly luncheon, Lunch in Italy. That is February 16th from 12 to 3. You can contact Cynthia at 732-726-7087. We get the chance to go to Sycamore. It's a beautiful building, great services. Item number 9, Avenel Fire Company asked me to announce they're having their annual spaghetti dinner Saturday, February 17th from 4 to 8 at Avenel Firehouse, located at 346 Avenel Street. For tickets, you can call Chris at 732-803-1524. And one last thing, the Avenel Knights of Columbus, well, the rest of my agenda is in order, thank you. It's that time of year again. St. Andrews Knights of Columbus, 109 Horsey Avenue, will be having their annual Fish Fry Fridays. They'll be serving fresh fish, baked, fried, dinner from 4:30 to 7:30. Again, that is starting Friday, February 16th. That's every Friday during Lent, with the exception of Good Friday from 4:30 to 7. That's all.
Thank you. Before I ask you to speak, Councilwoman Drum, I just want to congratulate you on your new granddaughter, your first granddaughter, Sophie. And
I'm going to cry. Sorry. Thank you, Council President. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm really excited about it. I think everyone in the audience saw pictures of her before the council meeting, but thank you. Number 1, Relay for Life. There will be a fundraiser to help to fight against cancer. Sunday, March 4th from 8 to 11 at the Woodbridge Elks. They'll have pictures with the Easter Bunny, a basket tricky tray. Tickets are available to purchase now and or at the door. You can give me a call at 732-991-6414 if you're interested in purchasing tickets, and we appreciate your support. On February 12th and February 14th, I believe, Director Green, there'll be a rabies and a microchipping clinic. The rabies shots are at 6 p.m. and the microchippings will be done at 7 p.m. on each of these respective dates at the Department of Health, right by the Woodbridge Public Library. 17, the Chamber of Commerce had their State of the Township on January 30th, was very well attended. Our mayor highlighted many projects that were initiated and completed in 2017 and provided everyone there with a positive economic pulse of Woodbridge Township. He did some videos. He's smarter than a 5th grader. It was exciting, and you can see the State of the Township video on our website as well as our Woodbridge Township Facebook pages. Number 20, Woodbridge Fire Department Fire Commissioner election will take place on February 17th. The polls will be open from 2 to 9 p.m. at the Woodbridge Firehouse. And the annual muscular dystrophy fundraiser that they do will take place on February 24th at the Woodbridge Bowling Alley. It begins at 2 o'clock. 2 announcements. I wanted to make a little update on the Green Street Sewer project, which is going on for the last week or so. Began on the 22nd of January, goes from St. George Avenue, Route 35, all the way down to Francis Street. It'll take an estimated 2 months, like I said earlier, for the reconstruction of the main sewer tunnel. We thank you all for your continued cooperation and your patience. And with concerns, you could surely give me a call at 732-750-9355 with any concerns that you may have. And last but not least, I wanted to commend our council president for the efforts that you put forth with your CBC organization at the Taste of Colonia this past Friday night. They do this every year. It's for a great cause for our food banks, if I'm not mistaken, and they raise a lot of money, and you need to be commended for your efforts. Great job. It was well attended, and the little bit of time that I spent there is always enjoyable. That's all I have. Thank you.
Councilman Anderson.
Thank you, Council President. Item number 1, the WTYRC. John Cook, who represents the WTYRC, he does send out, I know, Council President, you normally mention the AEDs. Just want to remind all of the league presidents that is your responsibility to do a checkpoint for those AEDs and respond to the organization that oversees those AEDs, just to make sure that they're operating properly, so that they are available when we need them. Item number 2 for the job bank. With the start of the year, we have a new addition to our job bank, and that is Ferrara Bakery over on 915 Amboy Avenue in Perth Amboy. They're looking for positions of a general worker and a line worker. They have various salaries based on your experience. And I mentioned before, Dave & Buster's still has plenty of positions available. Insight, if you are looking for a position as a substitute teacher or in our schools, Insight on the Woodbridge Township School District webpage, and it's also on the Township webpage. Woodbridge Center is looking for a maintenance mechanic. BASF has many positions in the technology field and sales. And FedEx, Wick Company is looking for maintenance. Chick-fil-A has a number of positions. Lightbridge Academy, Palmisano and Goodman, Farmers Insurance, Woodbridge Center Mall, Middlesex Water, Acrobat Outsourcing, Kinder Pediatrics, Central Jersey Federal Credit Union, CPV, Woodbridge Energy Center, and Tommy Maloney's is looking for forklift drivers, quality control positions. PSC&G, Buffalo Wild Wings, Joe's Canal, Miller Ale House, Vantage Apparel, Boscov's, Bayshore Recycling, BCB Bank, Prudential Life, Northfield Bank, Lowe's, Gem Limousine, and Yugo. So if you're out of work right now, if you're looking for some additional work, some part-time work, please check the Township website out, go into Employment Opportunity Center. There are plenty of opportunities in various fields. So I know what it's like to have to come home and have a lot of hungry mouths to feed. So if you're really looking for some work right now, there's definitely a resource here on the Township website. Going down to item number 12, the Independent Club of Colonia will be hosting their annual Black History Month event, and that is on Sunday, February 25th at the Evergreen Center at 400 Inman Avenue in Colonia. The doors will open at 2 p.m. So they'll have access to, they'll have vendors, there'll be music, celebration of the event, singing, spoken word, and Black history presenters and more. As a community-based organization for over 60 years, we are proud to continue the tradition of reaching out to the residents of Woodbridge Township and the local surrounding area, offering social and recreation events
which promote health, awareness, and education. We generally look forward to, with the honor of your presence, for our 8th annual Black History Month celebration. Please feel free to extend this invitation to others. I attend every year, as many of the council members. It's a fantastic event. Their president, Phil Hall, is very dedicated to the Woodbridge Township community, and they involve everyone, from the youth up to the seniors, and it's always a very educational and entertaining event. So please come out February 25th at 2 p.m. at the Evergreen Center. And then lastly, I'd like to mention on item number 13, a tooling around the township announcement. I would like to announce regarding this year's tooling around the township program. The program coordinators have decided to extend the deadline until March 1st. Being this program is operated through the selfless supporters of volunteers, the ever-changing supply of resources, as well as a standard selection process. Not all applicants will be selected for the April 28th, 2018 program. For those homeowners that are unable to receive assistance, this year will remain on the top of the potential applications for the list on 2019. Tooling around the town for the 2019 Tooling Around the Township program. So if you find your home is in need of yard work, general cleanup, or minor repairs, please submit an application or contact the mayor's office at 732-634-4500. This is also a fantastic event. I participate in it every year. It's very rewarding, and everything is donated, and all of the people that are there volunteer. They come from all different skill level, and if you are looking to volunteer as well, you can also call the mayor's office and be assigned to a team. So if you're by yourself and you have a certain skill and you'd like to help out, please contact the mayor's office. We can assign you to a team. They'll tell you which site to be on. We also have a lot of the local restaurants, such as Not Just Bagels. They always make sure that the volunteers are very well fed. So please come out and participate in this great event that has been sponsored by the township for many, many years. Thank you. That's all I have.
Thank you. Councilman Figueroa.
Thank you, Council President. Just a couple of quick announcements. Looking into the advance, being it's cold and going to snow tonight, our 4th of July celebration will actually be on Tuesday, July the 3rd at Alvin P. Williams Park. The park's closed till 4, and you can start coming in at 4 to get set. And then right after that, the pizza run on July 11th. Those are 2 big dates on our calendar. Just wanted to get those out there early. That's all I have, Council President. Thank you.
Councilwoman DeJesus.
Thank you, Council President. Moving down to item number 3, Youth and Government Day. This year, Youth and Government Day will take place on Tuesday, May 22nd. High school students that live in Woodbridge Township will get selected by participating high schools and will spend a day learning how government works. Item number 5, Police Community Relations. Applications for the 2018 Senior Police Academy are still being accepted. The program starts on Tuesday, May 1st, and will run every Tuesday. Classes begin at 8:30 in the morning until approximately 12:30 in the afternoon. Applications are available at the police window, our local libraries, our senior centers, and the community center. The Junior Police Academy will run the 2 sessions beginning the week of July 9th and the week of July 16th at Avenel Middle School. Applications will be available starting this April. They will also be posted online and given out at the local schools. Item number 11, Greenway Family Success Center in Fords. The Family Success Center will be running a 6-week program to teach parents to become SP SPAN resource parents. This is an intensive training program designed to educate volunteers and parents of children with disabilities and special health needs in understanding their rights and responsibilities under federal and state laws. The training will begin on April 18th, and it will run through May at Fords from 9:30 in the morning to 3:30 in the afternoon. Lunch will be provided. Registration is required. Please contact Nicole Pratt at 973-642-8100, extension 197, or Dominique Garrett at the Greenway Family Success Center. I'm urging my council members and all of you sitting here and all of you watching that if you know a parent or a guardian that has a special needs child, this would be a great program for them to navigate those waters and for them to get any assistance or any help that they may need. So please share this information. Item number 12, the Veteran Tax Deduction Program. The New Jersey Department of Treasury recently instituted new income tax exemptions for veterans available for the 2017 tax filing year. According to the State Division of Taxation, you are eligible for a $3,000 exception on your income tax return if you are a military veteran who was honorably discharged or released under honorable circumstances from active duty in the armed forces of the United States on or any time before the last day of the tax year. Your spouse or civil union partner is also eligible for an exception if he or she is a veteran who was honorably discharged or released under honorable circumstances and you are filing a joint return. This exception is in addition to any other exceptions you are entitled to claim and is available on both the resident and non-resident returns. You cannot claim this exemption for a domestic partner or for your dependents. In addition to the income tax exemptions, veterans may also receive further assistance through the New Jersey property tax benefits. For further information, please visit the State of New Jersey Department of Treasury website at www.state.nj.us/treasury and select divisions/agencies, taxation and military personnel. Item number 13, green infrastructure. The Township Green Infrastructure Team has sought to create a means by which to critically examine transportation planning, complete streets, and natural infrastructure to better address greenhouse gas emissions, impervious runoff, and healthy mobility. Kennedy Park, located in the Island section of the township, is now home to 3 biowells. Biowells and rain gardens mitigate non-point source pollution, enhance aesthetics, promote native plants, and pollinating insects like butterflies, and help to relieve ponding and or drainage issues. In addition, after the first year or two of the establishment, these projects typically do not require onerous maintenance. All 5 libraries within the township will have green infrastructure. All 5 have already been surveyed, designed, and engineered. In the spring of 2018, earthwork and construction will begin. Colonia High School will also be home to green infrastructure project in order to better manage ponding of stormwater and scoring of sediment. Rutgers Cooperative Extension Water Resources Program is a partner on all rain gardens and biowells. Rutgers' advanced understanding of these systems aid the innovation of the design of the projects. Electric vehicle car share program is coming soon. This program is centered on ensuring the township is offering complete street services, enhanced mobility through fuel-efficient vehicles, and comprehensive approaches to reducing greenhouse gas emissions. Bike lanes are coming in 2018. Bicycling is an important facet of mobility, economic development, public health, and environmental sustainability. Improving the connectivity of biking throughout the township will provide more direct, convenient, and safe travel routes. Woodbridge Township Bicycle Share Program is coming soon. In 2018, strategically located bicycle share stations will be situated within the township. The bike share system will provide a smartphone app to guide users to nearby stations or nearby vacant docks and to notify users of their time limitations. Item number 14, girls' sports. I requested for girls' sports to be in my agenda because I believe that we need to change the narrative concerning girls' sports. I have 2 daughters and one who's very active in sports. And it's sad to say that whenever you attend any of these meetings, it's usually the parents there supporting the girls. The girls work just as hard as the boys. They practice just as hard as the boys. And I think as a township, we need to change our narrative and we need to be more supportive of girls' programs. And go view their, join them in cheering for them during their sports event. And they're free. JV usually starts at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Middle schools have sport, and they have sports programs for the girls. There's a lot, soccer, basketball, track is coming up. So I'm pleading with everyone here, everyone watching, to be a little bit more supportive of our girls in the township and go watch our sporting events. You know, visit the school township website. They'll list the sports, upcoming sports. Contact me and I'll have some information. But I'm just pleading that we be a little bit more supportive and change the narrative and teach the girls in our township that they are just as important as the boys. And one last thing, our Woodbridge Township will be 350 years old in 2019. The big celebration will be on June 1st, 2019, but we will begin a year of celebration starting this June 1st, 2018. If you are interested in becoming a donor, please contact the clerk's office of the rec department, but be on the lookout, and I'll be announcing it here. We have a full year of festivities and for everyone in our township, and everyone is, you know, invited to participate. Again, we will be celebrating 350 years old in 2019. And that is all that I have, Council President. Thank you. Yes.
I would like to add word quickly. Congratulations to the Woodbridge High School girls track team. They were the state sectional champs on Friday down in Towns River. So there's one for the girls.
Councilman Small.
Thank you, Council President. Just item number 11 on my agenda, the property fraud being sponsored by Middlesex County. I urge our residents to go online and check out this program. It's www.middlesexcounty.nj.gov and search for property alert. If not, you can look on our website and we can give you information. And just one quick announcement, Portland First Aid Squad annual Valentine's flower sale is February 12th, 13th, and 14th, held across the street from the firehouse. Thank you. That's all I have.
Thank you. Councilman Batal.
Thank you, Council President. My agenda is in order. Thank you.
Councilman Bauer.
Thank you, Council President. Please excuse my voice tonight. I'm a little under the weather. But item number 9, Troop 53 Boy Scouts of America. On Sunday, February 11th, Pack 53 will be celebrating South Sunday and also celebrating their partnership with Our Lady of Peace Church for the past 66 years. Pack 53 combines the celebration of Scout Sunday with their Blue and Gold Banquet, honoring Cub Scouts who earned their religious awards. The event will be held at Our Lady of Peace Church cafeteria between 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. For more information, contact George Gundy at 917-334-2974. Excuse me. Referring back to Councilwoman Elizabeth DeJesus' agenda, we are working together with the Greenway Family Success Center, which will be holding their one-year anniversary this Saturday, February 10th, from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. The center is located at 535 New Brunswick Avenue in Fords. The center is a community-based, family-oriented neighborhood gathering place where community residents can go for family support, information, and services, which are all provided for free. For more information, contact Dominique Garrett at 732-527-3400. That's all I have. Thank you, Council President.
Thank you. Mr. Mitch.
Thank you, Madam President. For the most part, my agenda is in order. I will add that on the May 10th, we have set that date for the annual retail licensee meeting with the ABC and those who hold liquor licenses. Otherwise, that's all I have.
Thank you. Senator Bennett.
Thank you. We will have some housekeeping, the resolution canceling the outstanding checks, as well as the refunds that are listed. There also is Chapter 159, which is allowing us to insert the Sustainable Jersey monies grant that we received into the budget. And finally, there is a contract on purchase for service and parts that will be done within the DPW. So we'll have that on for the next meeting.
Director Hubner.
Thank you, Council President. I have a proposal for handicap spaces on Crows Mill Road in Forge, Emmett Avenue in Hope Lawn, Warden Street in Hope Lawn, and Bergen Street in Woodbridge. I also have a proposal to make the section of Blair Road from Markley Street to Port Reading Avenue a 25-mile-an-hour speed zone, and the remainder of Blair Road 35 miles an hour. I also have an amendment to the noise ordinance making it unlawful to engine brake within the township. And at the next meeting, I will be proposing an amendment to Chapter 2 of the revised ordinances. Thank you.
Thank you, Director. Director Green.
I don't have anything tonight. Thank you, Council President.
Director Similica.
Thank you, Council President. I have amendment to an account charge from 9/19/17, and for next meeting, I'll have the fireworks contract for your resolution approval. Thank you, Council President.
Director Darden.
Thank you, Council President. I'll just have an add-on for a waiver of fees for the next meeting. Thank you.
Director Henry.
Thank you, Council President. I have one resolution support to NJDOT for right turn only, one-way exit entrance at Route 184 West Pond Road at the Speedway gas station mini market. I also have renewal of our agreement with prevention specialists for our drug and alcohol testing. Thank you.
Thank you. Legal.
Thank you, Council President. Nothing this evening.
I have a motion to adjourn.